Today we're going to be looking at your thoughts about functional and financial preferences. What would your four primary influencers want, indeed expect of the perfect company as it shows up in their world? How would that company work, and how would the money of it appeal to their preferences? Well, the truth of it is that while you may think you know how you would prefer your company to work, what your functional preferences are, and how you would like your company to serve your financial preferences, the truth of the matter is you have no idea about what your customers, employees, vendors, and lenders would prefer. And the reason you wouldn't is because you've never really asked yourself the question before. Very few small business owners do. Let me give you an example of that from the last session you participated in, the visual and emotional preferences. Look at McDonald's, Burger King, and In-N-Out Burgers. What colors are they? Right, no question about it, red and yellow. But not just any red and yellow, but bright, shiny red and yellow. The primary colors of red and yellow. And why do you think they're all sporting those particular colors? Because those particular colors feed the preferences of their most important customers. That's why. And if you were going to go into their business, those would be the colors you'd choose too. Why? Because if you didn't, you'd be fighting an enormous uphill visual battle. Now let's go to the emotional quotient of McDonald's and Burger King and In-N-Out. What would those be? Well, in McDonald's case, they're emphasizing their smile. And in Burger King's case, they're emphasizing that you can have it your way. And in In-N-Out, they're emphasizing how terrific their team members are, ready to serve you with a smile, fresh, fresh, fresh. So when you begin to see that, as I describe that to you here, you begin to realize how important those visual and emotional ingredients are to the design of those companies, which is what we're discussing here in the Dreaming Room, the design of your dream, vision, and ultimately your purpose and your mission. But right now we're thinking about function and finances. Function means how your company works. Finances mean how much your company costs to do business with, whether those costs are in regard to your customer, your employee, your vendors, or your lenders. In the case of your customers, how much does it cost to buy your products or services? In the case of your employees, how much does it pay them to work for you, both now and in the future? In the case of your vendors, how much does it make for them in profit? And how much does it cost them to do business with you? In the case of your lenders, how much do they earn on the money they invest in your company, in the money they lend to your company? All of these questions, all of these interests must be answered as you imagine the company you're impassioned to create when it comes to financial preferences. But believe it or not, how your company works, how it does what it does in the minds and hearts of your customers, your employees, your vendors, and your lenders is the ball game. Because if your company works better than most, everyone will love doing business with you, even if the price is greater, even if the cost is greater, even if the financial structure of your business isn't as responsive as your competitors are. If your company works better than most, your company will most certainly succeed better than most. So how your company works is key. So let's get started in addressing those two very critical components of your new company, the way it works and the way it addresses the subject of money. Come dream with me. Let's create the most successful small business in the world.
Write your own story, your life